I mean, before it was hard to see because of light, but now I got nice shade from hood and you can see how much of smoke it can produce. My garage already starts looking like it's on fire. This is UDEAC smoke leak detector. This thing you can use to detect leaks in various systems in your car, which is very important. For example, in your air intake. Just a couple days ago, my friend replaced MUF sensor because he kept getting check engine light with MUF sensor code. He replaced sensor, and you know these MUF sensors are not cheap. He drives for a few days and then what do you know? Check engine light is back and again with the same code for oxygen sensor. And just after that we found out that one of these hoses, this is just example hose, it's not from his car, but one of his hoses for air intake had little crack. So that's why the MUF sensor was confused and the ECU thought that MUF sensor is bad, even though it was good, and all of that was caused by vacuum leak. And then it's not just for air intake, you have exhaust system, you have evap system, you have bunch of different lines and closed systems that if you got leak, which can be very common, your OBD2 scanner will point you to change or replace some expensive component. For example, in exhaust, if you have exhaust leak, what your OBD2 scanner might tell you is to replace your catalytic converter, which can be literally thousands of dollars. Okay, so of course we want to prevent that. So we want to test our systems, whether it is exhaust, intake or evap system. And compact smoke machine like this one from UDEAC will help you do just that. Now for smoke machines you have two different types. I have one more smoke machine, but it is smoke machine without built-in compressor. So if you want to use it, first you have to find some air pump, connect it to the smoke machine, and then you can use it, which can be really annoying, and then it is hard to carry it around. Smoke machine from UDEAC not only does have air pump built in, it is very small, easy to carry around, and also very easy to set up. So let me show you how you can set it up and we can do some example tests. First thing we need to do is add oil to our smoke detector, and this oil will produce smoke. Now oil is not included. You will get this bottle in packaging, but oil is not included. You can either use some baby oil, mineral oil, or I am using this paraffin oil. I will link something for you in the description. I already filled out mine, so through this hole on top you just fill out oil. Don't put in too much oil. Here you have a gauge where you can check if you are over the maximum or not. You never want to be over maximum, of course. Then you also get a bunch of extensions, but first what we need to connect is our power source. Okay, here is DC12, just connect cable. Now before I connect my jumper cables, I want to connect hose for my smoke output, because this smoke machine does not have any button to turn on or off. This button you see here, this is only for turning on and off smoke, but not the air pump itself. Okay, so first I will grab one of these hoses, connect it to smoke vent. Okay, and one last thing to finish setup is this hook on top, so you can attach it. This just screws in. Okay, so setup is very easy. I have my tool set up, and once I connect my jumper cables, we can try out smoke. So let me do that. Okay, let me turn on smoke. It will take a couple of seconds for it to start producing smoke. Okay, now you actually can see it better. It is hard to capture on camera, but it produces, decent amount of smoke. It will be enough to detect some leaks. Right, for example, let's check this hose. So I disconnect this part. And now when I disconnect it, we can see that now there is smoke on both ends. Check out how much smoke this thing can output. I mean, before it was hard to see because of light, but now I got nice shade from hood and you can see how much of smoke it can produce. My garage already starts looking like it's on fire. And this is what for you have this hook, so you can just let your smoke machine hanging and then you can do bunch of tests. For example, we can try testing our intake system. Okay, so we will intake here, I believe. Okay, now here it's already smoke coming back, this is okay. And here we have maybe some kind of crack, we can see smoke, it doesn't seem very sealed. And then you have also a bunch of extensions you can use. For example, this one goes in your gas tank. Let me show you my perfect gas tank opening. Right, so if you want to check for fuel leaks or evap leaks, you can use this adapter and just connect hose to this one. Then this other adapter, it is good for testing either some bigger hoses or exhaust. You can adjust its size a little bit by pumping it. So for example, if I want to test air intake like this, I can just slide it inside, pump it a little bit, and I have my setup ready. I can turn on machine and I can see that my air intake is not sealing very good. Okay, so air intake like this also could be source of possible MAF sensor issue, even though my MAF sensor is fine. Okay, so UDAC smoke leak detector seems very useful. If I used it for my friend's car, maybe we didn't have to buy this brand new muzzle flow sensor for nothing. And then whether you experience fault basically in any system, you will get some leak and then it can look like failure of some expensive component, even though it's only a leak. So I suggest if you don't have one of these, you go buy it. It will be linked in description and it will help you with your car diagnostics. By the way, if you are very new to car diagnostics and you don't know how to use tools like multimeter, OBD scanner, I got starter PDF, very simple short PDF that will teach you how to use those things and get started in diagnosing your problems by yourself. If you want to get it, you can download it in description, and there also will be link to check out this UDAC smoke machine on their website, and I definitely would recommend it to everyone. You also got some extensions cables, so whether you want to use it for your fuel tank, for some hoses, whatever it is, with extensions you get, you are able to test, I think, everything. And smoke machine is very portable, small. This is advantage of having smoke machine with built-in air pump. I forgot to show you this, but this black ball will actually show you if you have leak, and if yes, how big is the leak. Only thing I don't like about this is you don't have button to turn it on. You have button to turn on smoke, but you don't have button to turn on air pump. If you are connected, it will always run. I wish it has buttons so I can keep my smoke machine connected and then just turn it on and off how I like. But other than that, very useful tool and no other faults. Like I said, everything is in description.